Good morning. This is Raw Me Roll speaking. About half hour ago, I suppose. And my post title reads some of what I'm about to express, which is due to in my raw shopping yesterday with food, I noticed, well, uh, a person appeared, excuse me, that I know, and I know his family since I was a little girl. And he is from a family of politicians. In fact, his father was the president of rural America, and he has descended back into a world of, he is tracked from one end to the other on his arms, and he's not at all at this point. Well, he never has been too much um, shy of showing what he does. Um, his father, since I can remember when he was alive, and his mom, at least he's been in and out of rehabilitation every 6 months since. For some reason, he always gets back to the same old life. For a couple of years, this new thing that they have of smoking, keep from using the hypodermic needle, has been the choice. But in studying and in listening, they need a great deal of that to smoke, which is heroin, to enable their fixes, to keep them from needing and withdrawing on it and being sick. So if they don't have the money to support that, it becomes a very expensive addiction. Then they have to go back to hypodermic, and that's where he's at. Okay, again. So that is sort of heartfelt in terms of very disappointing, as well as because he's been even on these premises around supposedly working when I first moved here. So that's the story. So I am most grateful to my royal God, royal heaven, and royal heaven, other heaven, for his giving me that wisdom of that new motto, which is, I put it somewhere here. I used this the other day. For people who have perhaps never gotten any information as to the signs of any type of addiction. And I received this in 2000 from an organization in Dutchess County, and the address is there. And the people who are in need of help, they're still there. If you can get there if you need help, because they will help you. And they will help you if you can't. Financial situation is really in a rut or in complete dismissal because of the addictions. They will even help you find ways of getting help with that. So that's one place that I know of. And that's for the person who's most afflicted, which is the person addicted, as well as people who are looking to help a person who's in need of help for the addiction. We have to try and rid our world of this hypocrisy of Satan. Satan never stops, no matter what, no matter whom, no matter who you are. If his intentions were to, Jesus was 30 years old when Satan came to him to tempt him with the spawns of his world, to bring him away from real God, real heaven, because he didn't believe he was the Son of God, or at least he didn't want anybody else to believe that he was the Son of God. He was the real Son of God. So, my voice is not clear because I'm just waking, and I don't know how I look. But, however, this is me. This is the way I am. From morning to night, just after you prepare for your day, it's a little different. But in any case, I also want to show some gratitude out there to people who have been instrumental in helping me since I moved from that area of New York, in Dutchess County, to Danbury, Connecticut. Actually, officially it was 1999. But in 2000, I moved back there for 3 years, or almost 3 years. It was a month shy of 3 years, I believe. A few months shy of 3 years. For reasons of affordability. And so I found what I had found here in rural Danbury, Connecticut. This was the turmoil that I went through after a bad marriage to my royal Italian husband, who turns out to be my royal blood. Well, I always knew that we have the same blood and all, okay? But it was not something questionable at the time. It was just what happened. People fall in love. And plus, I guess I was too young or whatever. But whatever. We're steps. So it happens. Okay? And it has happened since the beginning of time, and it will always be for all worlds. So we're royal as well. Okay? Like my mother. Okay? What is it? Oh, yeah. And from there, it's just my house, my royal house. Well, first, most important, my royal children that I started my birth line of beginning with, I should say, in my royal house, my royal princes, my royal sons. Knows that I have many royal children at this point in my life, and they are between my royal doctor and my royal blood, they are 99% royal inseminations. And no, John F. Kennedy Jr. is not one of the inseminators, nor the other copulation. So, there you go, okay? And I happen to be proud of what I produced in this world, and regardless of the sperm banks, that's what they would have been called in those days, regardless of, they are here, and they're living, and they're, I think, the most beautiful images that God, roll heaven and roll heaven, created with me and the sperm in the world. So, and that's every single one of them, whether it be the royal insemination or the royal copulation. Okay, so but the point I was trying to make is going back to my gratitude in help that I've received since. If I was started out to capture the world as a raw woman, young woman, very very young, and in the financial sector, and I was pretty much doing that, and then I got raw married, which is what I believe to be the important thing to do, and I still do. Raw marriage is a very important part of our world and society. It's the way raw God of raw heaven and raw heaven created us to what He created us to be and do. A raw woman. I am born a raw girl and became a raw adult woman. I am raw heterosexual. To marry a raw man, to procreate, raw procreate in His world. Can't do it any other way. So, but in all of that happening is because Satan has never, ever, ever left me, in that he's always beckoning somewhere through it be himself or through that worships him, against my raw God of raw heaven and raw heaven with me, who I have never been without in my entire life. So with raw God of raw heaven and raw heaven, I have been able to rebuke Satan no matter what, even in the most difficult times in my life. And a bad marriage, and with very, very young children in a huge house with huge expenses, being left alone is a very, very difficult time. But it carried me from there, rural Brewster, New York, to all the way into rural Dutchess County, into New York City for a few months, rural New York City, and then here into rural Connecticut, finally after rural Dutchess County, rural New York. And in doing so, I've received a lot of help from people, all kinds of people, thank God, around the world, and instrumental here in rural America to aim the rural woman that I am with rural God of heaven and heaven. And I realized that yesterday in seeing the person that I saw who was so devastated by the affliction of heroin. It's unbelievable. And I've never been addicted to anything in my life. And I thank my royal God of royal heaven and royal heaven for that. And again, in our state of our society, in rural America and throughout the rural world, that's not an easy task. Okay, so and I pray, like I say, my new role motto is: did you stop yet? Did you get help yet? And for all of those children and adults who never became say no to the death. Please. This is real God of real heaven, in real heaven, working through me to help you as he helped me. And I am called on to help you the way he's helped me all of my life. And your secretiveness and finding ways of covering the affliction is just not going to help you. Okay, the leaving the royal world as he created it, like the natural sun, the natural moon, the stars, the planets. You can't appreciate that if you live 25-25 with closed Venetian blinds, closed shades, closed shutters, closed curtains. It's just an impossibility. And it does lead to a world of depression and darkness living that way. There can be no other alternative but for you to become a really unhappy and depressed person or persons. So try and another way. And it's easy. All you got to do is clip them open. So, but again, the appreciation for some of the people, I'm probably not going to mention all, but I can start with here in Royal Danbury, okay, which I owe a great deal of, and I try to extend that appreciation in any way that I can. Sometimes maybe it doesn't come across that way, but I try. But I will begin with Royal Stop and Shop because that's where I was shopping last night, yesterday, early evening into the night hour. And believe me, but the people there are so there to help in any way that they can. And I will give, in particular, one person's name, I call her name is Sheila, Royal Sheila. I mean, tops of being there to avail herself to helping you in not only finding your way throughout the store, but as well as helping you to save a penny, okay, to dollars. So there you go. And that is Royal Stop and Shop, as I mentioned. But there are so many places like it. There's Royal Family Dollar, Royal Walmart, Royal Walgreens. There's Royal Food Town. Actually, it's not called Food Town. It's called Food Town. Okay, on North Street there. There is there's Royal ShopRite. Okay, there is Royal Stew Linens. I mean, all of these places are there to help. Okay, and there are many more. Okay, that are there doing the same thing to help keep you well fed, healthy. There's this stores for clothing and all, and well, or at least clothed based on your income, and healthy. Most important is your health. And it enables me to help with places like my rural parishes here in Connecticut, Royal Danbury, Royal St. Joseph's, Royal St. Peter's, and there is another in Royal Brewster, New York, Royal St. Lawrence, which I've been a part of since I moved to Royal Putnam County from, let me not forget, Royal Westchester County, which is where I was raised by my Royal Queen mother and my Royal Queen grandma, okay, and others who they employed to get me to the point that I am today. So, prior to that, Royal New York City, as a little girl being brought here from my Royal who is now deceased, Royal Papa, with the help of my royal adoptive Andrew Durkin. Okay, uh, and there we go. And there are many other people. Okay, but that is what I want to bring some attention and give some knowledge of, because it's really important. It's important for you, and it has been important for me, and it's even more important now for me to show the appreciation and the gratitude that I feel in here. And without Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven, I could not feel any gratitude or appreciation. Okay? Because He is the pure love of gratitude and appreciation. If you can't, if you don't love Him, then you're not going to show any of that. Satan is your ulterior and your greatest goal. And in that, Satan does not inspire to love and to show appreciation. He inspires to greed. He inspires greed for more. I want more, and I want more, and I want more, and I'm going to get it however I can get it, whether it be the greatest of all in the world, or pure being addicted, okay, to whatever substance, being alcohol or drugs. And what do you do when you are in that state of mind? Is you want more, you want more, you want more, you want more. Okay, so that is Satan's world. Satan shows no appreciation. He shows no love, because he is not about love and appreciation. He is not about giving thanks to anyone, especially recognizing Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven, because he wants to destroy that. So if you have not, again, given thanks to even the person that that perhaps you work next to, okay, or the person that you wake up to with a good morning, whether it be as a friend, as a spouse, excuse me, as a lover, as a as a relative. If you've not just shown the kindness of thank you, or however you show appreciation, then today might be a good day to start. Okay, or somewhere you have to venture out to, and someone there at one point or another showed you some kindness. Okay, that's the way to keep our royal world with the love of Royal God of Royal Heaven and Royal Heaven. Because Satan shall not conquer. He will and is destroyed. Every time he's rebuked, he's destroyed. Okay, so I just wanted to extend that. I don't know, I know I've forgotten a whole bunch of people in the way of patronizing and all that, but they're all in there and they all know who they are. Okay, when they don't see me as often, but they know who they are. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, in New York, I haven't been there as far in a few months, as far as Royal Bruce is concerned. As far as Royal New York City is concerned, I haven't been there in, I don't know, Coon's age, which is a long time. Okay, and it's the financial expensive stuff. Okay, and but I try and stay in touch as best I can, and this is certainly one way. Okay, I think that's basically what I wanted to relay this morning. And again, if you're out there and you need help, and if you are looking the way that I saw him looking last night, you need help. So, I have a blessing and say prayers to Royal God of Royal Heaven, in Royal Heaven, of Royal Heaven. I'm from Royal Teacher, give birth to me. And don't forget about my role. I don't forget about my role adoptive, Andrew Durkin, our way. and our royal president Donald J. Trump, my royal children that royal God of royal heaven and royal heaven gifted me the blessing of born in this world from conception to birth, and however they were birthed from his birth from me, okay, because conception has to start here in my womb, but a few were taken from my womb and placed, okay, so and the royal birth to them actually living, and I pray all living very productive and happy lives, healthy lives, wherever they are. And for those that royal God of royal heaven decided that they should be with him, they are in a most blessed place, than any place that they could be. So, and my role maternal and paternal on whether it be at all, well, steps, okay, and as I indicated the other day, royal exes, the husband, boyfriends, okay, and the royal sperm inseminations, okay, and I don't forget about my royal stepmothers and all of her royal family as well, be it living or deceased, and just the royal world and royal America, because that's what I think I'm here to do, okay, to show love and gratitude in his world, okay, and that's it, okay, and let's not forget about my royal parishes, because without them, it would have been a tough task for me to learn about the way of my royal God of royal heaven and royal heaven, because his 12 apostles, 12 disciples, are in heaven with him. Okay, we do have Royal Mary, who does appear in the world from time to time, as he asked her to do. But for the most part, it is through your churches, parishes, or whatever type of house of worship you are part of, be it temples, mosques, whatever that is, synagogues, mosques, temples, or whatever, churches, whatever denomination, if it is a place of worship that has the welcoming and the love of royal God of royal heaven in royal heaven there, you cannot go wrong, okay, to rebuke Satan. There are places that represent that are not. You have to determine if that is or not, and if so, go away from that. Because again, Satan is there. He's there every place that you go, trying to capture you to him against royal God of royal heaven and royal heaven. And as we know, Satan worship and voodoo and black magic is very, very much a part of our society. So, the love of him, the prayers of him within, and Satan is rebuked. He gets angry and he goes away. So, in the Royal Father, Royal Son, Amen. I'm in the Royal Father, Royal Son, Amen. And have a blessing and say prayers to Royal God of royal heaven and royal heaven of royal heaven. And don't forget about my new royal motto, because it's a good one. It's the wisdom of him that was given to me to share and pass on to you. And I'm done.